Hey everybody, Travis at MUDDcreek.com here. Today I want to do a quick review of the Mossy Oak shot shell belt, or shotgun shell belt here. Like I said, Mossy's Mossy Oak and Alum brand ones are very similar, basically the same thing, it's just different branding. So this review should cover kind of both of those if you're looking at different ones, but today we're featuring the Mossy Oak shotgun shell belt. There's two different colors here. There's a black, you can kind of see that there, and then I don't know how well that green is going to show up on camera, but you can see the green. It's got black loops, but or a black mesh belt or a green mesh belt and a black loops there. So anyway, I'm gonna pull. They're the exact same thing, just different colors. I'm gonna pull the green one out just to kind of show you what we got here. So it says it can adjust to a 52-inch waist, and I think I could buy that. It looks like it probably does that just fine. I'm a pretty big guy, and this fits me okay. But you can see here it's real basic, nothing huge to this bad boy here. And it just opens up. You can see, one critique I have is it opens up on this one side, and it is 25 loops, but this one side you have quite a bit of real estate there before you actually get to some loops here. So if I had one critique, that may be it, is it'd be nice if those were a little more spread out, but obviously to adjust this belt it probably, I guess, wouldn't work. So we're going to adjust that back down just to have, for ease of demoing this here a little bit. You can see how that can cinch down really small. Some people might just throw it as kind of like a shoulder loop Rambo style type thing, and that would work as well. So I have before sometimes seen some inconsistency in some of the sewing. This one looks pretty good, but I'd say it's pretty rare that you get that. But every loop might just be a hair different on the snugness scale, I guess is what I would say. So let me show you on this. I just got some basic bolts. When you're first putting these in here, I notice it's a little difficult to get them in initially, right? And that's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess, at the same time. If you're looking for something quick, that might be a problem, but obviously you want it tight enough that it stays secure. The other thing is where those are pretty close, I'm going to put a bigger shell next to this one and get it in here. Gotta kind of feed those. And like I said, it's a bit of a challenge. That's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought maybe those lips, you might just have to stagger them a little bit. See how I'm doing there, where one's a little higher than the other. Just to get them to stay. Obviously, this is a longer shell here. I believe this is 2 3/4. I'm gonna say this is a 3-inch. But it will work with either style there, and you can just fill up your belt loop up to 25 shells there. So it's going to give you some options out in the field. If you just want something quick and easy, or you're going on a hunt where you're just kind of walking a little bit more, this may be the perfect thing to carry with you, where you're not carrying like a blind bag or something like that. This might just be a little easier to throw on you to have those extra shells, so that you're not that keeps them secure. So if you're trying to go bust some ducks in a pond or something like that, you have a little more secure access and can carry basically a full box of shells. And so that's kind of the nice thing with this here. So let's take a look at the belt here. Obviously got their logo right there, and this is the belt itself, or the buckle part. And it's just a pretty robust, just basic secure buckle like that. Nothing real fancy to it. Pops out, and that's it. You probably, I wish they had a little better way maybe to secure this, some kind of loop to put it in there. I don't see one. You probably tuck it in or something like that. I mean, if you really want to, if you knew you were going to be about the same size, you could cut it. You probably want to get a lighter out and melt it along the edges to keep it sealed. I believe this is a nylon webbing that it should allow you to do that, but that's another maybe small criticism I have. But for what it is, as cheap as this thing is, it's you just got to look at it from that standpoint. It's like a real basic entry-level shotgun shell loop belt. This is I'd say this thing's money for that, right? So like I said, again, the initial trick's just kind of getting them in. It takes a little bit of work, and then over time those start to loosen up just a hair. And this should hold 12 gauge and 20 gauge just fine. Obviously 20 is probably going to be a hair looser than that. I would not recommend this for 410. They'd probably slide through. I would recommend a rifle shell belt or cartridge belt instead, and it should work just fine there, and you'd be able to carry more. So anyway, this is the Mossy Oak shotgun shell belt. Hope this review is helpful just to see kind of what it looks like and how it functions, because in the packaging like that, it doesn't display it the best. So anyway, that is it. Come check us out at mudcreek.com. We do sell this there. Appreciate you stopping by.